This is Jim Nailon, liturgical guitarist. I'm going to share my arrangement of the Lenten hymn, Save Your People by Jim Farrell. I'll play through it first, and then we'll go through it again and I'll talk about it. Okay, so we're in E minor, which gives us a lot of fun things to do. So, starting right at the beginning there, first measure is nothing. E minor, then D, and then E minor. It's actually E minor ninth with this little finger. And then you, get the little finger up on the F sharp, on that inner voice, and then use your second finger on that note and slide it down to from the fourth to the second string, which puts it right in position for a C chord. It's line 2. And up to this D chord on the 5th fret. Little hammer on there, on the little finger, on the, and an E minor up on the 7th fret. So you see the first, second, and third finger here, and then you lift off, play the open second string, bar a B7 with just your first finger down is all you need. And then again, after you play that this note here, you lift off to play the open second string again. Then you get ready for this A minor with the open bass. Play the open A bass, and it gives you time to get your half bar down and the little finger up there on the 6th, 8th fret. Then slide right into the D chord. On the little finger, slide it down with the second and third finger. Play that, and then the open first string, and then your third finger is going to slide from the 7th to the 5th fret, and open up your hand here as you do that, and then you can make this stretch, hopefully. Now if you can't make that stretch, you'll notice I have a little note in the music there that says the D bass is optional for those with small hands. So if your hand's too small, or you have arthritis like me, and it doesn't bother me in this, but it bothers me in some things on the guitar. So you can do the play just the 4th string bass. And then you back, so we're down to the last line on page 1, measure 13. C, D, then again the E minor 9th. Page 2, now we're in the verse. Now the melody drops down an octave. So you got to really make sure you, to bring the melody out, you got to make sure you get some good power on that right hand fingers on those melody notes. D, then the G, E minor, pretty easy through there, and then here we're doing a C. So the fingering here is 3rd finger on the bass, 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, 2nd finger plays the A, the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, which is your melody line. That's actually a 6th in a C chord, it's not a true C. And then to get this D, you just slide up on your 3rd finger, 2 frets, put your 2nd finger in on the F sharp there on the 4th fret of the 4th string, and I like to give a little glissando or a little slide on my 2nd finger, so and which allows me to lift up the 3rd finger, and because if you don't do that, you get quite a big squeak sound with both fingers sliding down. So if you just slide on one finger, you get only half the squeak sound, and it's not as loud on the 4th string as it is on the 5th string. So you still get some squeak. You can jump, but you can lose a little legato there. Either way, but anyway, that measure on the D is. And then the E minor, the 3rd measure, measure 24, 5, 6, 26. It's got a double hammer on your. I say 2 and 1. That's probably more comfortable for some of you. I use the 2nd and 3rd finger because I'm using the 2nd, 3rd finger coming down. So, and then you can brush those notes if you want, or it's probably easier to pluck the chord notes in the 2nd half of that measure, but arpeggiate them. Rather than, I prefer it that way. You can do it however you like. And then the bass run, leading you to the measure 25, 3rd line, A minor, again this half bar. And then a D, little hammer on there with a little finger. And then back up again to the 7th fret on this E minor. But instead of doing these 3 fingers, you got to put the little finger down on the 9th fret of the 3rd string. And then the 3rd finger goes down on the 9th fret of the 4th string. To keep these, here's 3rd, 3rd, and then this is an interval of a 4th. Then the open bass, and then open on 1st and 2nd, open 2nd and 3rd, and then you're on the 3rd and 4th strings with your. And then you get your 3rd finger down, and then you lift it up. But you keep the 2nd finger down on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Do both those 8th notes. So that goes. And you want to keep that 2nd finger down, because now you're going to put in an A minor, but just put it as an A minor with your little finger down on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. You get that dissonant note. And you just slide the little finger up to the 3rd fret. Then you're going to slide on the 3rd little finger, 4th finger, to the 5th fret, and then slide back down on the little finger. You don't have to slide, but put it back down to the D, the B7. So far that's, let's come off the last half of the, next to the last line on that E minor. So. run. If you can reach over, it's a bit of a stretch, but use your third finger so you can hold that melody line a little bit. You can lift off the melody now, and then you're back into the refrain. Where am I at here? Okay, and we'll take the coda here. We're at the bottom of page 1. Taking the coda, now going to measure 33. C. Excuse me. And you have this E minor with this nice long inner voice going on into harmonics. Here's the E minor 9th. Then go up and get the harmonic on the 12th fret, 7th fret, and then pluck them all on the 5th fret. One thing I like to do there in that coda maybe is, you know, some rubato, some don't play it strict rhythm, of course. You can get that hammer on and pull off, so it's nice. C. I'm not doing very good on it, am I? So that's all I have on that one. Look for more arrangements on liturgicalguitarist.com. I pray God blesses your playing, and I wish you peace.